Well, hi everyone. You saved the best for last because Lindsay's after me, and I'm Joanna Xylas. I'm a progeny of the David Kaplan ecosystem, but I'm a PhD, or Tufts PhD, biomedical engineer turned medtech operator. So I am the CEO of Materialize Bio. We're an NSF-backed Tufts spinout. We founded at the end of 2023. That is building a new class of surgical tools using natural biopolymers, which is, I think, where our worlds are intersecting. You can go to the next slide. So for the past 10 years, I ran away from academia and went into the medtech industry space. I worked in companies that were launching regenerative tech to hospitals and institutions like Georgetown, MD Anderson, NYU, that were leaders in reconstructive surgery. And so my job was to launch these technologies, teach the surgeons and translate them to patients, but also take back needs from the industry from the field to industry so that they could innovate. And one thing that I observed consistently was medical implant failures as part of my job. Things like infections, rejections, scarring that cause the need for reoperations or just complications and failures. And a lot of the times it wasn't due to the surgery itself. It was due to the medical implants and the materials that they were made of. They were inert, they couldn't adapt. They were made of things like plastic and metal, which I don't think I need to say much to this room to really understand the limitations of that. There is a class of materials, collagen, silk, chitosan, natural biopolymers that can do better, but legacy manufacturing pretty much prevents them from being scalable in the med device space, at least, or for us to build them in 3D for the needs of surgeons. And that gap presents a massive opportunity to upscale medical implants and became the mission of Materialize Bio. And yes. So based on a backbone of discoveries from the team, actually Glenn is in the room here. There is no official, Glenn 3D is named after Glenn, but it's an acronym that represents the technology. But Glenn and Vincent Fitzpatrick were working with David to get silk into 3D in a better way, and came up with the IP that became Glenn 3D, so gravity-led engineering of novel materials. And this allowed us to fabricate highly complex 3D structures from pure biopolymers and in a monolithic way, so that we could gain strength. And this is all done in tissue engineered inspired conditions, so mild processing conditions like temperature and pressure. You can go to the next slide. And that's important because these mild conditions preserve what nature gives us for free: inherent antimicrobial features, bioactivity, regenerative potential. And what we're doing with this, you can go to the next slide, is we have targeted to upscale the most common medical device implanted in children today, which is an ear tube. It's used to help manage chronic ear infections, and we're making them out of mushrooms, or mushroom chitosan, because of its unique ability to dissolve on demand with safe solutions. And so you're seeing our tubes up here. These tubes have the potential to reduce repeat surgeries in these children, 200,000 a year, and contribute to lowering a $200 million annual cost in a $1 billion procedural ecosystem. You can go to the next slide. And everyone's very excited about it, industry and surgeons too. So I'll wrap up on my last slide, just talking a little bit about how we started and where we are. If you go one more. Sorry, you can go one more. So we also, like Sophie's company, started with a grant from Mass Ventures and spun out of Tufts with that funding. We were able to use that and build proof of concept and safety data in our technology that spun into an NSF SBIR. We raised private funds, and we were able to build momentum, speak with the FDA, build a MedTech advisory panel, and get to where we are today. We're now raising to power our technology through first-in-human clinical trials and launch to the space. And if we back up a slide, we think that this is just the first of one technology that can really impact health. We think there's applications in ENT, barrier devices, and even beyond just chitosan, other places too that need 3D structures and natural materials together. Our team on the last slide is very Tufts heavy, which I mean, we're very proud of. But our ecosystem too, the Boston-based and global ecosystem of accelerators and the state and the government have been critical to our momentum and success. So yeah, that's, we'll end there and pass it to the best.
Thanks, Joanna.